Hey everyone, really nice day today. The weather's nice. It's a Sunday. Just thought I'd do a quick little video. I've seen some other guys do it and thought maybe some of my followers would like to actually see how we hook our sets up. Um, my trailer was right down over there, and this is my tail trailer. You have to go into the office and see what the weights are on your trailer. You always want your heavy as your lead and your lighter trailer as your tail. So I found out which one was my tail, went over there, hooked it up, pulled it out here in the open, and then I went and got this dolly. You always want to check your dollies because kick the tires, make sure they're good, check all your lines and all your connections. Make sure there's not any holes. A lot of times you'll find like torn hoses, or it'll be missing a chain. It'll be missing the little latches the chain on. I always kind of check my dolly out. I always look for the gray ones. The gray ones seem to be the better dollies. And then my other trailer is right there. So I just pulled this out and went and got my dolly. This is the St. Louis terminal. It's kind of dead. It's a Sunday, so it's like a ghost town. I think I'm the only one here in the security guard, but I'm on my way home to Oklahoma City. So I'm going to drop this. I'm going to set it, line it up right in front of that. And then I'm going to grab that trailer and hook them up. And I'll show you once I get everything hooked up. That right there, lesson learned, is something that you really need to check on every trailer. Nobody told me that when I trained. I'm not used to having those on the front of my trailers. And I had one come down and get tangled up in my dolly one day. It was no big deal. They didn't say nothing about it. And it was latched, but not good. And it slid out from the vibration on the road. So yeah, I always check those. That's one thing I check. What that is these are a really short trailer with the axles at the way back. If you get a forklift and a heavy pallet up in the nose when they're loading it, it'll nose tip if you don't have that on the ground. But anyway, I'll be back when I get everything hooked up and show you how I check everything. Thanks. Okay, so I got the dolly. Got it hooked up to my lead trailer. Got a pretty crappy old trailer for my lead and an almost brand new trailer for my tail. But anyway, I got my lead trailer hooked up. I've got it hooked in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on. And this is going to be in my video of what I wish I knew when I started at Estes. But something that nobody ever told me, at Hobby Lobby, all of our trailers are modified to pull doubles, so they don't have this feature. Right down in here, there's a little spring-loaded pin. See that little brake booster back there? If your brakes are not released on your trailer, that will not go in there. Even if you have the latch unhooked, it will not go in there until you release the brakes. Nobody told me that. So out in the pouring rain, my first week on my own, with a sledgehammer and a crowbar and everything, I could not figure out why the dolly would not hook to my front trailer. Apparently this is pretty standard in LTL, but I'm new to LTL. So anyway, always release your brakes. And I'm old school. I don't like to freeze my brakes up, so I'm in bad habit of leaving my trailer brakes released and just pulling my yellow valve, my tractor parking brake. So that has been a really bad, really rough change for me, getting used to pulling both those valves. Also, Hobby Lobby has valves. If you remember, you have valves that you can turn on and off. Well, in LTL, they also said this is the standard. They have what they call dummy valves, and you have to unhook these. And some of these are just, they won't go in the holder, so you just got to kind of let them hang. It seems kind of dangerous to me because if it comes off and hits the truck, but so I like drape it over that right there. So now I'm going to back this underneath. I'm going to hook it, and then I'm going to hook all my lines up, and then I'm going to do a final walk around and pre-trip, kick all the tires, check all the lights. I'm going to hook those up right there on those dolly legs, or nose leg, whatever they call it. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything hooked up, got air to everything there, and I'm going to do a final walk around. Even though I've already checked everything out individually when I hook the trailers, I still do a final walk around. That is latched. Check that every time. I got air going to everything, so I'm not hearing anything. And I was able to get those up in that little bent tray. These sometimes you got to adjust a little bit, make sure that you're not leaking too bad. It's just a small little, too worried about that. You want to check and make sure that your license plate light is on, that all your top clearance lights are on. Tires, of course. I just do a complete walk around before I pull out. Just double check everything. Make sure the pendle hook's hooked. Chains are on. I don't hear any excessive hissing. I also pull those out, open those, make sure that the paperwork for each trailer's in there and it's up to date. I did that when I pulled the individual trailers. Tractor tires. And this is not my tractor. This is it's a 2021 Freightliner Cascadia. Not a big fan of the Freightliners, but this is actually pretty nice. It's not bad. I prefer my International, but I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for that. But I'll show you the interior a little bit. It's pretty plush. That's annoying. See, it's got 52,994. It's not even broke in. I like how the height. I like how much room is overhead. I like the dome light. It's got an actual switch down there for the dome light. But it's not bad. It's kind of weird that Freightliner is still doing their collision management system is not built in, because in the Internationals and the Volvos, it's all built in. It's like right there on the dash. My International, it's right down here on the bottom right hand. It's not built in. Okay, well that's it for this video. If y'all have any questions about anything, feel free to email me. glockdoc79@gmail.com. It's glockdoc79@gmail.com. Be more than happy to answer any questions about Hobby Lobby, Estes, any other company that I've ever reviewed or did videos on. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I'm going to be heading to the house.